back to my channel. I'm Denise Chiraboga, and chances are, if you're watching this video and doing this workout with me, you're probably not feeling too strong these days. This video is for moms looking to get back into exercise after having a C-section. So you're gonna wanna watch this video and do this workout with me if you feel weak in your core, if you feel weak in your pelvic floor muscles, if you're having a hard time doing daily activities, picking up your baby, if you feel like you don't know where to begin when it comes to fitness and you want to do it safely after having a C-section. But before we dive in, you know what to do. Hit subscribe below, hit the bell below so you never miss a video from me, and also leave me a comment. Let me know what you're struggling with when it comes to exercise and your postpartum body, no matter how many months, years, weeks you are postpartum. Now let's dive in. I want to stress, and I can't stress it enough, that the first couple weeks after having your baby and having a C-section, this is time for you just to rest, relax, and sleep. Like really, don't try to do too much. The first thing that you want to focus on in the first couple weeks is your breathing. And you can start to focus on this right as soon as you've had your baby, just focusing on breathing properly and practicing your core breath. And this is the breath that we use with contractions with our pelvic floor muscles. And that will get you started on building those deep core muscles again and starting to get strong from the inside out. Now, this is really important. I have to stress, and I can't stress enough, that this is the foundation. This is where you should be starting. So I want you to go back, if you have not yet watched my video, the #1 exercise that every mom needs to do. I'll link it below. That will explain in depth, in detail, all of the picking up of the blueberry that I'll be talking about today. And if you think you already know what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about regular Kegels, because the fact is that most moms don't do Kegels properly. They're doing it wrong. So you want to make sure that you are doing your core breath properly. So check that video and make sure that you have the basic core breathing done, and then you can come and do this video with me. What you're gonna need today is just your body, and if you have a resistance band at home, I have a TheraBand. If you have the bands with handles, you can do that as well. So moms, we're gonna start anyway. You can do this anywhere in your house, in your bedroom, on a carpet. I have my yoga mat. I just happen to be in my gym because everybody's loud upstairs. So what you're gonna wanna do, making sure that after you've had your baby, your C-section, that you just obviously want to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure in your lower abdomen. And the best way to do that when it comes to lying down in your bed, getting up, couches, anything on the floor, is you want to sexy slide down onto your side. Sexy slide as opposed to getting up like this. Oh gosh, that is gonna be really, really difficult to do. So you're lying down at night, sleeping, you just roll over onto your side and you can gently just come on up. Okay, so the first exercise that we're gonna do is just breathing. So we're gonna focus on really making our back nice and straight. We don't wanna be looking down or hunched over, because what we're really gonna be doing is focusing on our breath here, okay? So we're gonna make us long, nice and long and tall here. We're just gonna have our legs gently stacked on top of each other. You can have your other hand in front of you. And as I said, make sure that you have your core foundation of your blueberry breath or your core breathing, and that's what we're going to do here for 5 cycles. So we're just going to inhale, and you can place one hand on your rib cage so that you can focus on inhaling and expanding of your rib cage. Exhale, pick up your blueberry. Inhale. Release that blueberry as you inhale. Exhale. Pick up that blueberry. Inhale, release the blueberry all the way down to the basement, and exhale, pick that blueberry all the way up. Every time you inhale, you're dropping that blueberry all the way down to the basement, and every time you exhale, you're pulling that blueberry up, engaging that pelvic floor. We're gonna go one more time. Inhale on the way down, and exhale, pick up that blueberry, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, and release it all the way down. We're gonna roll over onto our other side. So how you'll do it is you'll just roll over nice and gently onto your other side. All right, because I need to be facing the camera, do it this way. All right, so sexy slide down. Again, making sure that your upper body, your torso is nice and straight, looking straight ahead. And I always like to I think that's really helpful to have your hands on your rib cage, because it's really, it's important to have that tactile feeling that you can feel that your rib cage is expanding. So you want to feel this expansion happening. Yes, when you inhale, your belly's going to come out, your rib cage is going to expand, and the same in the back rib cage. So I feel that having your hand on your rib cage really helps out with that. So let's start. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Inhale, drop that blueberry all the way down. Exhale, pick up that blueberry, and when you engage your blueberry here, pick up that pelvic floor muscle, you should be feeling almost like a tightening happening in your lower abdomen. And exhale. Inhale, release it all the way down. And exhale. Now for anybody who is a type A person, such as myself, I want you to really focus on releasing that blueberry all the way down to the basement floor. And then exhale, pick it up, 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 pick it up. And then release it all the way down. Let's go one more time. Inhale all the way down. All right, I'm gonna stay on the side and we're gonna go to our next exercise. I'm gonna bring my legs down just a bit and I'm gonna pretend that I have some rope wrapped around my ankles. I wanna keep my ankles together. I want my hips to be stacked. So if I were to jab an arrow right here through my one hip, it's gonna go through the other side. So what we're gonna do here is we're going to inhale, expand in the rib cage and belly. As we exhale, we're gonna pick up that blueberry and lift up that top knee about a foot. And then inhale, release it down. When you lift up that knee, I want to make sure that you're only lifting up so high. If you lift it up too high, you're going to start rotating backwards, and we don't want that. We want to stay nice and stacked here. Okay, so we're going to go 5 of them here. So inhale, expand. And I want you to follow your breath. I might be going a little bit faster because my breathing is different than yours, so go with the rhythm of your own breath. Last one. And inhale all the way down. All right, we're going to switch sides. And again, sexy sliding down nice and gently. Remember, hips are stacked, those ankles are together. And we're gonna go for 6 breaths here. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Inhale, release. And as you exhale and pick up that blueberry, if you wanna do a little tactile feeling in your lower abdomen, you can. And why I like that is because it provides feedback. So right now I feel tightening up, tensioning happening here, almost like that seatbelt, and then I feel it relaxing here. So we're working those deep core muscles. We're working our diaphragm, that's our breathing. We're working our pelvic floor muscle. We're working our transversus abdominis, that's like the corset muscle that wraps around our whole torso. And last one here. All right, we're gonna take a nice little stretch here. So I want you to come and bring your knees to 90 degrees. You're gonna bring that head down. You can just rest it on the floor. Now, moms, I want you to go at your own pace. For any and all these exercises, I don't want you to push through anything, okay? So I want you to do what feels right in your body. If one of these exercises does not feel good, don't do it, okay? We're gonna bring our hand out in front of us. We're gonna give ourselves a nice spinal twist, like a thoracic a stretch here, because a lot of times we got really, really tight backs, not even just from holding babies, but just we haven't had that ability to stretch a lot. So we're gonna bring our arms out in front of us, and what we're gonna do is exhale, bring that arm overhead, and in, bring it down. Inhale, bring that arm all the way back. And exhale around. Inhale back. You can feel free to hang out longer once you've extended the arm, and you can hang out here if you like. But what you'll notice is the more repetitions of this that you do, the more open you'll become, the more so my left shoulder right now will come closer to the floor. Inhale down. Again, I'm keeping those hips stacked. When I open up, I'm not bringing these two legs off the floor. So I'm not going like this. I'm going as far as I can. And sometimes if you'd like to have your hand here, you could do that to keep those knees down if you need help with that. We're gonna go one more stretch here on this side. And exhale. You can look over your shoulder. And inhale back. All right, so we're going to switch to the other side to finish that stretch off. And for you, easiest to do is just roll over onto your side to do the other way. So placing that bottom hand, if you wish, on top of your knee. Bring that top hand out, and we're gonna open up here. Exhale, nice and slow. Take a look what happens to my scapula, my right scapula blade. Probably around the 5th or 6th time I do this, my shoulder blade will be on the floor. Inhale, close up. Nice breath here. Exhale, open up. Inhale back. And exhale, open up. Again, feel free to turn your head as well. Inhale back. We're going to go for the last one here. And inhale, come back. And roll over back to face the camera. Push on up. The next exercise we're going to do is for our back. So really starting to strengthen that back. So with this exercise, you want to take your resistance band, and we're really going to start to strengthen our back. A lot of times we have really weak, achy, painy backs just because our muscles have lengthened so much in our back. We haven't done a lot to strengthen them. And then carrying babies and other heavy things, and even just from pregnancy, we start to round our shoulders, and all these muscles here become tight. All the muscles in our back have become really lengthened and weak. So I'm gonna take our resistance band here. I'm just sitting on my heels. I'm making this as easy for you. You could do this standing up. Can't do it lying down because you do need your scapula blades to move. So I'm gonna bring my band out in front of me, and I'm gonna slightly bend my elbows. I'm gonna inhale and prepare my pelvic floor here, and on my exhale, I'm going to pull that band apart. Now, if this is too much for you, I want you to take your hands apart. So give it some slack in the band. So slightly round arms, and I'm just gonna pull it apart, bring that band into my chest, hold it there for a couple seconds, and bring it back. Exhale, pick up that blueberry, pull it apart. Inhale, bring it back nice and slow. Exhale. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Let's go for 5 more. And I'm going to turn and face the back so you can see what's happening in my back. So you can see which muscles are working here. and last repetition here. Inhale, back down. All right, so even though that exercise is, you are working your pelvic floor, you're picking up your blueberry, so you're working your deep core, you're also working your back, and I know you're feeling it in your arms as well. And that's all gonna be so helpful for picking up all those heavy things, heavy baby car seats, and all the rest of it. So the last exercise we're gonna do is glute bridges, and my favorite because I love working glutes, I love working booty, and glutes are really important in pregnancy and in postpartum because we need our glutes to do everything. Walking, running, propelling ourselves forward, walking upstairs. And a lot of us moms, we have low back pain because we don't have glute strength, and if we don't have glute strength, we are using accessory muscles, so namely our low back. So we're gonna be working not only our pelvic floor muscles here, our deep core to help strengthen that area that you feel like, oh my gosh, am I ever gonna feel the same? Pelvic floor muscles, as well as our glutes. So let's get to it. So we're gonna slide down onto our back, onto our side, and then roll over onto our back. And I love these exercises that we've been doing because you can do them anywhere. You can do them in bed, on a couch, wherever. So what you're gonna do is place your body flat on the floor. Just have a natural little curve in your back. We're not arching too much, so we don't want too much of a space there, just natural, and your pelvis is in neutral position. And what I mean by neutral is that this hip bone and this pubic bone are on the same plane. So if I were to arch my back, I'm trying to arch it, my pubic bone is way lower than my hip bone, so I know that's not a neutral position. And if I were to go like this, tilting my pelvis upward, my pubic bone is way up higher than my hip bone, and I know that's not neutral either. So we want to bring it just to neutral here. So hip bone, pubic bone on the same plane. We're gonna do here, we can have our hands at our side. I want you, again, we're working those core breathing muscles. We are inhaling through our ribs, inhaling through our belly. On the exhale, you are picking up that blueberry and you're pushing through your heels so that your butt comes up. So you're gonna feel these muscles, these glute muscles working here. On the way down, inhale down, rib cage comes first, pelvis last, and exhale. Inhale, release, inhale all the way down, and exhale, pick up that blueberry all the way up that elevator shaft, and inhale, release that blueberry all the way down to the basement floor. When you exhale, I want to hear that exhalation like you are blowing out candles on a cake. And inhale down. Again, on your exhale, picking up the blueberry, feel what's happening. Gentle tactile taps here to see if you're feeling that seatbelt type of contraction or tightening happening in your lower abdomen. Inhale down. We're gonna go for a couple more here. Inhale, release all the way down. Again, going with your own rhythm of your own breath, squeezing the glutes up. You're gonna feel them starting to kick on, starting to work. You should feel it hard at the top. Inhale, release it down. Let's go, last three. Inhale. Done. Roll over onto your side. Hey moms, I hope you like this video and I hope you're able to do these exercises with me. Let me know if you have any questions below, and please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and if you're looking for any other videos like it. Moms, make sure to interact with all the other strong moms on our Facebook community, and that is Strong Mom Community. And let's be friends on Instagram because I am there all the time posting stories, recipes, because who doesn't like recipes, daily workouts, and more, and motivation, because come on now, we are busy moms, we need some motivation. Before you go, please make sure to give my video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe because more subscribers and I can put out way more awesome info, material, workouts, recipes for you. I hope you have a great day. And moms, remember, rest, relax, sleep, and work on the breathing. Work on strengthening that deep core pelvic floor so that you can be strong from the inside out before you want to do all the other activities, exercises as your baby gets older and as you progress in your postpartum journey.